So I'm live. I got no real plan. I learned my lesson yesterday where I put up one topic, and what happens is when you pick a topic when you're live, sometimes you can go with it the whole time. But sometimes it runs out in like 35, 40 minutes, even an hour. And if you go longer than that, the people tuning in are like, what happened to the topic? I'm like, well, we talked about the topic already, so now we're just chilling, hanging out. But, gets me in trouble. But topics can bring more people to chill out and hang out because, a topic that's kind of interesting is easier to click on than just like a live pop culture, whatever. You know what I mean? So this time, just chilling, talking about pop culture, talking about, Depp versus Heard, Little Manson. On this channel, I did a little bit more of Marilyn Manson than I wanted, and I kind of, actually hurt the Johnny case on this channel slightly by, doing too many Manson videos. But I think they're important, and there was quite a bit of interest, and they did actually better than my Amber Heard and Johnny Depp videos last week. So, that's an indication that I'm going to keep doing them, but I'm going to slow down on them a little bit, and it's not over, but, the Evan Rachel Wood and Manson thing is at a plateau now. We've got all the, things in motion. He denies it. He's got some people accusing him, and he's going to be investigated, apparently. If it's not fake news, it's NBC, but okay, let's assume that, core fact was true. Then we're waiting. That's it. So, all right. What's up, Ashley? How you doing? Cement Shoes, what's up? Jane David, what's up? David K, what's up? And I guess I'll check out a little Twitter today. Just, hanging out. What's up, Kay? How you doing? I think you're from Norway or something like that. Yeah, I actually made a video about Gina Carano that I decided not to upload because I didn't really want to talk too much about the Holocaust because it's touchy, and without talking about the Holocaust, you can't really talk about Gina Carano and what happened. I want to make a video on her. I support her 100%, and that's what this channel was about before, Depp vs. Heard. But I just got to get my thoughts together because I watch the statistics on this channel, and sometimes I make a Star Wars video and I lose subscribers. No matter how good it is, no matter what it's about, some people just don't want to hear Star Wars mixed in with Depp vs. Heard or, celebrity news and things like that. So if I made a Star Wars themed video that was talking about the Holocaust, I could imagine some people would just be like really turned off by that. So it's not out of the question for this channel. I'm definitely at some point going to make a video about her probably this week, but just got to tread carefully on it because, it's the content here is a little bit to the left of, no joke intended, but the content here is a little bit like to the left of what's going on with Gina Carano, but there are some serious connections. Obviously, Johnny Depp got fired from Disney, and hopefully that exposed Disney to some Johnny fans who might have just bought Disney products and thought they were just good old Disney moving along. And they're not good old Disney. They're some of the biggest social justice warriors there are in the country right now as a corporation. They're absolutely terrible, and firing Johnny was pretty much just like the tip of an iceberg move. That was, one thing of many, they've done over the years. They've pretty much abused their fans mentally. If, this is speculation, I don't have definitive proof of this, but if you watch their content and you know who their fans were over the last 30 years, you could tell they're out to get rid of those fans. They're out to, make those fans feel like they're not needed anymore, and the content in the past was racist and this and that. And, there's speculation at some point they're going to just call Walt Disney himself racist and throw him under the bus. So we'll see how that works. And, the answer is, yeah, I'm going to get into it, but I'm going to have to kind of tread around the edges of it. I can't get too deep into it because it's just not exactly, what this channel is about. If you could imagine a Star Wars channel all of a sudden releasing a, video on Amber Heard and Johnny Depp, people would be like, okay, yeah, I'm kind of interested, but, what's up? So that's kind of where I'm at right now. Although there is room in this channel for general pop culture news. And, it's big news. It's big news. It's great. IMDb list Amber Heard is part of the cast of Aquaman 2 releasing in... Yeah, the assumption is she will be in Aquaman 2. That's the assumption. Until Warner Brothers says otherwise, she's in the movie. So the strongest speculative rumor is that Amber Heard will have a reduced part. She'll be cut down. They're going to... Best thing they could do is put another female in there to overshadow her. You know, dare I say, younger, prettier, hotter women in there. Give her more time than Amber. And that's like kind of cutting out Amber. It won't fucking matter because the Johnny fans aren't going to see it anyway. But yeah, at least it'll help a little bit. And I guess the whole thing is her contract. There's no definitive answer to how much money she's getting for her contract. So there's that. Maybe they don't want to buy it out. Maybe for them, they're just like, okay, we'll pay her the whatever money it is and just keep her, then get rid of her. And they're probably scared of backlash because there's backlash from corporations, possibly the government, because the whole United States, if you're still sleeping, is about identity politics and who you are, not what you are. So Amber Heard's a woman and Johnny Depp's a man. Although he's a good guy, he's the good guy. Amber Heard's a woman, and that overshadows in the United States, not socially, by corporations, the government, and, you know, big tech, identity politics. And they're doing this to separate everybody because a population separated is easier to control than a population together, you know, all in full force, you know, making fair demands. And Yellowbeard James knows that. And, you know, this Johnny community is pretty split politically, pretty like 50-50. So hopefully Johnny Depp can, you know, help expose some of what's going on there. And that first step in exposing it is with Disney. The second step in exposing it is if the Johnny community sees he's not getting justice and he doesn't get justice, then we know damn well she's really fucking guilty of a lot of things. So the only answer if Johnny Depp doesn't get justice is identity politics, which is very strong right now in the US. And yeah, what can I say? So I mean, in a way, that's right. In a way, if Johnny loses, it might help everybody as a population in a country more than if he wins and gets justice, because that might expose the core issues of what's going on in the world right now. And it's a little complicated, and some people might not understand that, but that's the fact. So, you know, it's just all a matter of, like, if everybody can see that he's actually a hero, you know, for losing. Some people will probably be blinded at first if he loses and be like, well, wait a minute, you know, he lost, this is terrible, there's no justice. And that is true at the same time as it will be true that if Johnny Depp did lose the Virginia case, that would actually expose what's going on, because anybody with a thinking brain knows he should not lose that case. I mean, it's got to at the very least, they have to come out to, like, some kind of, like, mutual thing was going on. That's not true. There's no evidence that Johnny actually did anything to her, but at least if they came out with that, that would be something, you know. Rage Against the Machine. Yeah, Rage Against the Machine talks about it in more of a like head-on generic way, so to speak. Yes, they talk about raging against the machine, but we really have to, like, change how the machine works, not like rage against it and get rid of it. And yeah, they've touched upon this. That's right. Like Balls on Parade was fuck you, I won't do what you tell me was, yeah, pretty on. But the problem is there's a lot of people doing what they're telling them to do with these social issues. So, you know, it's a little different than what Rage was saying. But yeah, basically. So I invited some people, but I don't know. I guess I'm bad at invites. I invited Zach on. I invited Gary on. Gary's pretty chill. He's got a nice mic. He's got a good voice. So I like Gary. And, you know, what are we on a Sunday night here? I'm sure there's a bunch of other people live. I'm not sure who, you know, but it's all good. It's all good in the hood. I sent Tristan an invite, but she never checks her mail. She stops in and she's, you know, I can't see it happening anytime soon. We'll see. We shall see. What's up, Ursula? Yeah, well, I can't say I'm gonna do more lives at this time for sure, but if I get a job in April that I want to get, then I will probably be doing Sunday night lives fairly regularly, probably every Sunday. So that would be incredible. It's the big four corps that have, yeah. Not only that, here's what people don't realize, right? Is like everybody thinks like the internet is this big free place and you just upload what you want to the internet and there's space for everybody. Well, that's not quite the case. So, when people talk about censorship on YouTube, Twitter, and, these big tech companies, they think, well, they're private companies. That's the big argument. Someone shoots you down. They're, boom, private companies. Shut up, I gotcha. And yeah, that's a technicality. Legally, that's true. But that has to change because Google, Amazon, Microsoft, and Apple pretty much own like 85% of the servers on the internet. Okay? I could break it down in percentages. I think Microsoft is about 15%, and the rest is somewhere about the high 20%, and there's about 12 to 15% of the internet that's not controlled by Apple, Google, Microsoft, and Amazon. Okay? There's 4 companies. They all happen to be liberal. Right. Okay, so they all happen to be the same political, point of view. Come on. So anyway, when a huge company like Parler comes up or another company comes up and tries to make media to match big tech or to grow like big tech, the latency issues and slowdown issues of the internet that's left is a lot slower. It doesn't run as smooth because Amazon, Google, Microsoft, and Apple won't take them on their servers. So it doesn't run as smooth. And they really have control of the internet. So when you've got 4 fucking companies censoring certain information on the internet, well, you bet your ass it's taking away free speech, because free speech now isn't walking out to a park and, making a speech. That's what free speech was when they wrote the fucking law. But now it's 2021 and we have the internet. So yeah, I get it. They're private companies, but they have a monopoly, and the public square has become what they started. So anytime someone tells you they're private companies, you just tell them that, that's argument doesn't quite hold water in the same way anymore. I can't believe that married the girl in Alpha Dog who inhaled the wine cooler to the lady. Was Amber Heard an Alpha Dog? I don't know. I'm not sure. So, Gene Rick, what's up? Thank you so much for that super chat. And looks like you got some Jack Daniels. I'm cool with Jack Daniels. That's a super sticker. We got full screen right now because there ain't no one here. I'm all lonely. I'm just going to go on Twitter and have a terrible night. No, we're going to have a good night, but just saying. Let's see that super chat. I mean, for me personally, I don't know. I guess I haven't been doing lives so long that I forgot how to get guests, and I'm just not good at it. There it is, man. Thank you so much. I'll leave it up there for a little while. And so basically, I heard that Amber Heard lost some people on Instagram. I haven't been following her Instagram account because I just don't like Instagram. Because, when I open Instagram, there's, no home page. It just goes right here. And the only way I can see things is just scroll. There's, no notifications, who did what. There are some, but there's no organization. So it's really irritating to look through Instagram. So, I haven't looked through Instagram in a little while. So I don't check Amber Heard so much. But I heard that Amber Heard actually lost 100,000 followers on Instagram. And on Twitter, I follow her, of course. But I'm not super keen to how many she had on Twitter. I think she lost some on Twitter. Right? I think she lost some. So if we go right here, she's got 151.8K followers. So I think that went, I don't know, maybe slightly up or slightly down, but that hasn't moved in months. I mean, that hasn't moved since I started covering her at least a year ago. So all right, D, see you. Go eat supper, I guess. I haven't heard someone say that in a long time. But yeah, she hasn't moved. Her social media has not moved. And of course, Johnny Depp on Twitter is whatchamacall. Excuse me. Johnny Depp on Instagram is, 10 million last time. Let's see. I'll check him through my account because I'm obviously following him. He never answered my DM, but that's obviously he's not going to answer my DM. But I can only imagine how many he gets. I mean, he should just have a closed mailbox already, So okay, so Johnny is on 9.7 million followers. So almost, man, he's almost going to get 10 million. He is following 116 people. And he does, by the way, follow the official John Lennon account. I'm a huge Lennon fan, so that's great. And believe it or not, that's one of the reasons I defend Johnny. One of the reasons. There are a couple reasons, but that's one of them. And he also follows Incredibly Average, which is incredibly awesome. Yeah, that's great. And let's see. Johnny Depp follows, I don't know a lot of these people actually. He follows Metallica. That's interesting. And he follows, I don't know a lot of these people, man. Either I'm getting older or I just don't know a lot of people. Let us see. He follows Yoko Ono. That's very interesting because not every John Lennon fan necessarily likes Yoko Ono. I don't actually like her so much at all. Paul McCartney, I know, probably, sealed up certain, not sealed up, but, Paul McCartney probably let go stuff with Yoko. But when I saw Paul live, he was complaining about her in a live like 5 years ago in Japan. So in front of Japanese people nonetheless. So I mean, how much could he possibly like Yoko Ono? And okay, and Johnny Depp follows Marilyn Manson, who has 3.6 million, which is a pretty impressive number, actually. 3.6 million is pretty good. And Marilyn Manson, he didn't get famous recently. He's not like an explosion. So, that's pretty good. Johnny follows Alice Cooper. Johnny follows the Beatles site and Paul McCartney. On top of the Lennon, he follows Aerosmith. He also follows Dior. He also follows Vanessa Paradis, Robert Downey Jr., Penelope Cruz, Lily Rose. He follows Jeff Beck. You guys might not know who Jeff Beck is. He was a guitarist from back in the day, back in the 70s, 60s. So, yeah, that's about it. And the biggest, of course, Adam Waldman. But a lot of these people I don't know. He follows Josh Homeless. I'm not sure what that is. Maybe Home Cell. That was a tough one. Home Cell. Okay. But yeah, Rick, thank you so much for the super chat. It is much appreciated. I gotta move on to some other comments though. But yeah, man. Or girl, I'm not sure. But thank you so much. Well, I say man, not meaning literally a man, but you know what I mean. Okay, I screwed that up. What happened with Yoko? That's way too long for me to get into. Basically, okay, just real quick. When the Beatles were recording, John Lennon, this was like a sacred area, right? They didn't let anybody in except the 4 people and, the people behind editing. I'm not sure if the guys like tune instruments. Maybe they quickly let in, some people who were like technicians recording people, microphones, things like that. But after that, it was like sacred. When they recorded an album, it was sacred. And also, as Paul McCartney puts it, it was a guy thing. All right. And John Lennon started bringing in Yoko Ono, and it made those recordings very uncomfortable. And, a lot of people attribute that to, breaking up the Beatles. So that's the core of it. And I believe that is part of the reason, yes. I mean, they accepted Yoko Ono afterwards to an extent, but, that was it. So, yeah, that's okay. I mean, yeah, YouTube is a free service for the most. Yeah, it's a free service, so whatever you could do is great. If you're watching, if you like the video, that helps the channel grow. That helps more people see it. So that's a big help no matter what. Yoko 88. Yeah, I guess she's 88. Well, I think Japanese people actually have a very long lifespan. So, Yardbirds. Yeah, I've actually seen Roger McGuinn, who was actually in the Yardbirds, but I used to hang out with some like old rockers like Didi Ramone and Joan Jett, and people not hang out, but I've met them. So, yeah, absolutely. I'm in the rebellion. I'm just thinking about what to say. I explained this before, James. I'm gonna make a video. I made a video on Gina, but I got too much into the tweet, and I don't want to talk about Germany and the Holocaust and things like that. I just gotta try to find the way to make a video where I'm not actually talking about those detailed issues. So, it's a tough thing, but yeah, I totally support Gina, and I'll be doing more content on that as I can. I just kind of haven't found my angle yet, so at some point we're gonna get there. But it seems like it's a pretty big thing. It's a pretty big thing. And here's the thing. Here's the other thing you got to think of. Well, I'm not actually using Twitter right now for this minute. So here's what you got to think of that someone mentioned about Gina Carano is, the narrative for the last 4 years at least. This pretty much started about 4 or 5 years ago with The Force Awakens. If you guys know Star Wars, The Force Awakens was the first woke Star Wars product and the first, one of the most major, starting point for the woke movies to flood in. And then, Ghostbusters was woke as hell. So their narrative, and this kind of ties into Amber Heard too, and what's going on with her and Johnny, was believe all women, trust all women, listen to all women. And, when Gina Carano comes out and says, Lucasfilms has been abusing me mentally, basically, not physically, because she'd probably kick their asses physically, and we see what happens there. But mental abuse, fear tactics, fear of losing her job. They all call her a liar. Oh, you're a liar. Gina Carano's a liar. Oh, she should shut up. Well, what the fuck? I thought the narrative was believe all women. What happened to that? People mentioned that. What happened to Me Too? What happened to all the feminists who were calling me a sexist, misogynist, things like that? And by the way, defending Amber Heard, I've covered on this channel, the Mary Sue, the Jezebel. Okay, that's what I'm saying. It's all loosely connected. Okay, so where are they now? Defending Gina Carano. So what should happen? What should happen is they should come out and say, you know what? We disagree with Gina Carano, but she's a woman, and we're saying you should believe women. So they've exposed themselves pretty much as, political frauds. These feminists from the Mary Sue and the Jezebel and Lucasfilms, they're political frauds. Because if you say something conservative they don't believe or they don't like, then they don't believe women. So where's the logic? There's no logic. It doesn't make sense, and that exposes them. And the only problem we have is not everybody can see it. Because it's not a matter of my opinion. It's not like going back and forth like a tennis game here right now where I'm saying, I've got my opinion, but maybe you're right about Lucasfilms. No, they were definitely doing some terrible shit to her behind the scenes, and they fired her because they didn't like her political tweets, because some other people in the company also tweeted out similar things, and they're fine, and they're praised for those things because, so that's it. The proof's there. It's not an opinion anymore, So if someone thinks it's an opinion, they're just basically talking to themselves, or they're in what they like to call their little bubble, right? They're in a circle jerk of opinions with themselves, and it's no longer opinion. It's got to be now, what are we going to do about this? And like I said, these are the same people who they're not talking about Amber Heard right now, but they're watching it. The case is huge. Lucasfilms and Star Wars and these people up there, the demagogues in big tech, they're watching the case. They checking it out once in a while, seeing what's going on. It's like the biggest celebrity case in the world right now. And, they might just side with Amber Heard because she's a woman. And, these are the people who are pretty much controlling the flow of information in the world. So that's why these issues are connected. That's why everything's connected. That's why, the Marilyn Manson case is connected. People say, well, it's a separate case. It's not. It's all connected loosely. Yeah, Marilyn Manson and Johnny Depp are not going to sit in the seat together and be guilty or not together. They're two separate people. They did separate things behind closed doors, but the overall messages are the same. Like, should we believe Evan Rachel Wood because she's a woman, or should we believe her because of the evidence? That's the issue. So they're definitely connected. It's all connected. The Gina Carano thing is somewhat connected with the Johnny Depp case. So when people say, well, they're separate to me, you could look at them separate. You could ignore the evidence and you could ignore the facts for both cases and look at them separately, but they're not separate. So, and I mean, Amber Heard's involved herself in it. She's supported Evan Rachel Wood on Twitter. Evan Rachel Wood is friends with Amber Heard, right? Marilyn Manson is a potential witness for Johnny who could prove that Johnny's not this monster because Marilyn Manson knows him pretty well. Well, if they mess up Marilyn Manson's reputation before the case, then he can't be a witness for the Virginia case. So how is that not connected? How is tampering with a fucking huge witness a separate case? Sorry, guys. I mean, at first I was like a little bit more calm, like, okay, I guess it's a separate case. Nah, no more, man. It's not a separate case. It's not directly involved with the evidence, but it's all, it's all connected. Amber acts like a wounded little bird pretending to be tough, and you will be surprised how many men are defending her. I know more men that don't want to believe she's lying. My female friends. Then my female friends, do you mean? But anyway, okay. Yeah, it seems like to me, that like there's pretty much like a mixed genders here. I see a lot of women for Johnny and a lot of men for Johnny, and the people on Amber's side, it just seems to be very mixed here of people just, putting their opinion out there and looking at the facts. So I'm actually, pretty happy with, the balance of gender in this issue, right? So like if you take something like the Star Wars issue, there's a lot less women in that community. There's a good amount of women, but if you break down the percentages, it's the majority of guys. So and the women that are there aren't Star Wars fans. They're new, recent fans because of the social justice movies now, not because they're actually Star Wars fans who happen to be women. So, all right. Whenever I gotta like do something, I shut my camera off. What's up, Renee? How you doing? David, good to see you. Sunshine. Jan, what's up? I think I missed you. Maureen, what's up? Nice to see you. Annette, what's up? Sorry if I missed some of you guys. Just one person, so I try to get to the chat as much as I can. So yeah, I do my best. Hollywood, big tech, and MSN social media is in league to keep us divided. It's easy to see. I've been telling. Yeah, it is. So anyone who can't see that, I think, has just not actually been paying attention or being very, very, how can I say, they're just not accepting the reality. They're just not accepting the reality that there's, the biggest forces are now working against the interest of the people. And obviously, I know some of you guys, I know when I put up a Trump video, like, I see some support, and I see then some people like, oh, you're a Trumper, or even if I take any positive side, oh, you're a Trumper. So like, they've been smearing Trump in the media for 4 years. Like everything he does is terrible. But if you remove his personality and just look at the issues, it's the issues they're against, right? So there's some issues like immigration is an issue they're against, right? Because they want open borders, which I think is crazy. There's 3,500 people. I heard 3,500 people come to the U.S. every day now, which I think is absolutely insane. So that's the issue. There's abortion. I'm not going to get into that. But there's major issues that Trump represents, and they made it personal against him. So anytime he, speaks of the issues, people look at it like, well, we don't like him. So, we don't like the issue. So it's just not about him personally. They're attacking the issues. That's the problem. Is they're valid issues. These are as far as the environment. Yeah, anybody with half a brain could tell you the best thing to do is to save the environment and have a clean planet. But that doesn't mean the planet's going to be destroyed in 12 years, like John Kerry said 10 years ago. He gave it 5 years for the ice caps to melt. They didn't. So, you know, somebody put it like this. And again, this also ties into Amber Heard, because a lot of things that are going on in the world kind of tie into this Depp versus Heard case, which is one of the reasons why I was able to kind of naturally get into it from the angle I come into, which is not reading like nitty gritty details from, you know, court records and things like that, but from the social issues is, you know, there's a religion now. And one of those religions is like climate change. Then one of those religions is like transgender rights, which we see with Gina Carano going on. And one of those religions is believe all women and feminism. And if you see somebody like Johnny Depp coming out with proof against, you know, a person who represents your religion, well, then it's like different than looking at it like with common sense and saying, well, let's see the evidence and go to court and see who's right and who's wrong. Because it's like it's become a religion to these people. So when you look at it like that, you could understand more why they're defending Amber Heard. They don't really like care about Amber Heard so much, but she's a woman, she's part of their religion, so they're going to defend her, and that's that. And that's where these people are at. So hopefully I can change as many minds on this channel as I possibly can, because I know there's some people on this channel I see DMing me on Twitter and tweeting out things and retweeting things where I'm like, yeah, that's just not quite right, you know. So hopefully I could get to them and like reach people personally and have them trust me as a person and in effect trust my issues, you know. So, and my issues are just common sense and, you know, basically populist. I'm a populist. I've just heard that word. I heard that word from a Nintendo game. Maybe Justin knows. It was a old ass Nintendo game. I think it was on Nintendo 64. If any of you folk out there remember, like Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64, the game was called Populous. And what populous means is you want what's best for the population. And theoretically, this should be the population of your nation. So if you're not doing what's best for the population, then you're not on my side. So somebody patriotic is closer to a populist than somebody right now who is like democratic and saying the, you know, country's racist and all this bullshit. So I'm a populist. I want what's best for the entire population. Now, sometimes that means you have to close your borders and you've got to do what's right for the country, like we obviously do here in Japan. But, you know, if countries can function stronger, they can help the world better, theoretically. I mean, they don't help the world as much as they should, but theoretically, I think that works. Let's see. I knew AH was a gold digger. I did not know she was a nutcase till this month. Yeah. Yeah, she is absolutely out of her mind. Somebody brought up a good point that, you know, maybe she has a split personality, which is possible. That's actually a great point, you know, because if Amber Heard has a split personality, maybe that helps explain why Johnny fell for her. Right? Because, like, you know, one of the tough questions is, why did Johnny fall for Amber Heard? Right? This is a question that I know. This is one of the questions over the time I've spent this that I'm going to say Depp fans do not like confronting so much because it's hard to explain. But if Amber had a split personality, then that would explain it better. Right? So we kind of fell in love with that good part of her, that fun part of her. But then, you know, dare I say, the monster came out. So it's kind of like she's probably the one who's got the monster, right? So another thing that people like Amber Heard do is they blame the other side for things they do, right? So what she's going to say is Johnny's the monster, but really she's got that monster. She's the one who's got that, obviously got that monster inside, you know? So that's all I'm thinking. What's up, awesome human? I actually missed you before. I think she has borderline personality disorder and narcissism. They're both highly manipulative personality disorders. Yeah, she definitely has narcissism. That's I think one of the biggest criticisms about her is her narcissism. But you know, yeah, I'm sure she's got multiple personality disorders and she's not smart. When I say that, I mean IQ wise. Obviously, she's got some social skills to manipulate people, or even if she's not socially savvy, she's at least picking the right people to manipulate and get what she wants from, which takes a certain amount of intelligence. But she probably couldn't pass a fourth grade physics exam or like a fourth grade geography exam or something like that. Like if you gave Amber Heard a map of the United States and they were blank and she had to write in the names of the states, how many would she get? Like, I don't know, maybe like 25 at best, and would they be in the right place? You know what I mean? That's like what fourth graders are doing. Like, well, I don't know about the states. That's what fourth graders are doing in Japan is they're filling in states in Japan because there's like, I don't know, similar amount, something about 50, something about the same as the US here. And, most kids get like, I don't know, like 70% or something. So how much would Amber Heard score on like a fourth grade geography exam? I don't know. It's speculation. I guess I'm smearing Amber, but just saying. I haven't heard anything out of her mouth. It's her fault. It's her fault. Because every interview she takes is and then she laughs. Then she was like, okay, so and when I played this character, I had such a good connection to this person, and she brags about her connection to Momoa. She's like, oh, we're always doing things behind the scenes to each other. He's hiding my things. And, she kind of wants the illusion that they've got this great relationship. Meanwhile, if you see in the interviews, he sits there like this with her, looking over to her like, get away from me. And when he's with Amelia Clark, he like kissed Amelia Clark, surprise kissed her at a comic convention and stuff. And they get along so great. There's such good rapport between them two. And with Amber, it's just like, he's like, stay away. And so, of course, Warner Brothers needs to get rid of her. She's hurting the Aquaman franchise, so many people won't go and see it because her. When the promotion for the film, she will be roasted. Well, the thing is, this is what I've been trying to tell people for 3 years, is they don't care about the money as much as they care about the message. So the message is, believe all women, me too, and the money Amber's losing is less important. Now, traditionally, we had a world where they cared about the money more. This world was about, I don't know, 20 years ago, 25 years ago, something like that. But in this world, like with Star Wars, they care more about the message than the money. And people, I know it's hard. It's hard to understand because your whole life, you grow up and you see and you're taught that the money is the most important thing to these people. And the thing is, well, okay, here's where it gets complicated. Is they're getting paid directly, the CEOs and those people, in their pockets to push this message about social justice. Okay? So the money the movie makes doesn't matter because the important people up top already got their money to put the message in the movie, if that makes sense to you. So the money matters, but they've already got the money before the movie even makes $1, so it doesn't matter to them. So what they do is they put their social justice propaganda in the movie to control the people's thoughts, which is more important to them than the money that the actors and the producers and even like the investors make, because the CEOs and the big people in the company have already been paid. It's almost like lobbying. Look at it like lobbying. Like the people making the movie, the politicians and the NGOs and those people who want to press a social message put money in their pockets. So it is about the money, but it's in a different way. So it's not about the money as far as what the movie makes. It's about how much money that, someone's going to pay someone to put the social justice message in the movie. Hope that makes sense. That's how it is. I mean, that's just the facts, how it is. What's up, Julia? Thanks for stopping by. Always see your comments. Appreciate it. Amber Heard hasn't handed over any documents in Virginia case What are the consequences? I'm not exactly sure. That's not a good question for me. That's a better question for like someone like Lost in Pluto, or I don't know. I don't actually know how much Stevie J knows about like law. I don't know. He's in Australia. I don't know. Maybe he's, but I honestly don't know. I don't know too much about court law facts as far as what can get done and what can't get done. So, you know, not quite my cup of tea. So I apologize, but I got to be straightforward. I'm just kind of like I said, I get more into like emotion and social issues behind the case than actual like court consequences and documents and things like that. But I get into documents when I can. Let's see. Hi, I live on Isle of Wight in England. Johnny Depp is that's nice. Get me a picture, man. Get me a picture. Sorry, I don't know if you're a man. You know what I mean, though. Get me a picture of Johnny Depp visiting that island. Send it to me, and wow, that'd be a great video. I mean, not so much I could say about a single picture, but if you have a little story behind it, that would be fantastic. All right. Let's see. So Sunshine says she'll be in contempt of court, either a fine or jail time up to the judge. Okay. Well, not sure she'll ever get jail time. We hope she will, but, you know. Okay, they're online. Well, you could send those to me if you want. I mean, here's my email address. I forgot to put it in my description. Hold on. This is my email address. What's up, Ruth? You could come on now, but I bet she's at work. Everyone who stops by who I want to talk to is usually at work. That's okay. I understand. I'm at work sometimes. I just happen to not be at work for some complicated reasons, but not going to get into it. But hopefully, I'll get my, I'm not going to say my dream job. The pay isn't great and the hours aren't great, but I have Monday off if I get this job. So everybody, I'm not religious, but once in a while when I really want something, I just like pray like culturally. I don't know. I'm just praying I get this job, man. That would be like so spectacular. Imagine working 4 days a week but getting a week's worth of pay. You know what I mean? So yeah, she's at work. So I guess I'm like, is anyone else at work? Who here is at work? Well, I guess it's Monday morning, so that's to be expected. I can't expect people to like, oh no, wait, it's Sunday night. It's Sunday night over there. Sunday night, you're at work? Man, everyone's at work. Everyone's at work. I'm at work on Sunday night. On Sunday night, yep. And Ruthie's got a channel. Yeah, Ruthie's got a channel, and I just did the banner for the channel. She got 2 subs last night. That's good. See? Well, she did the banner, and I'm helping her. So you guys got to definitely check that channel out. She does cooking, and I mean, who doesn't like cooking? Well, I don't actually like cooking. I like the results of cooking, right? I don't like cooking, but I like the end result of the food. So obviously, everybody likes the end result of the food. But it's kind of from what she sent me, an advanced level of cooking. I need like more like munchies. I need like munchies. Like take 2 pieces of bread, take, a piece of ham and cheese, and maybe cook up something, I don't know. We gotta, what would be a great series? I just thought about this now for Ruthie, would be like munchies, like a munchies series. So like people like me who are like cooking for dummies can like check it out, So let's see her channel. So here's her channel here, and I might make videos on there if she lets me. She's got to get the channel, I got to get the ball rolling, and then I'm gonna make videos, and my wife might make some videos too, like legitimate Japanese cooking. So that would be insane because my wife has a cooking license. So see what happens there. But yeah, here's her channel. She's on, oh man, she's on 340 right now. So maybe we could push her up to like 350. And yeah, see how that goes. Then one day she just got to upload one video, and then I'll make videos there. I'll link it to here. You guys could check out my videos on there, and those will be good. I have confidence. I have confidence, so because I didn't have confidence till I was like 20s, late 20s, and it really fucked me up. Not having confidence is a terrible thing. So if you're not confident, consider just being confident. And it's not something you can work at. You just got to just make a decision. Just wake up and be like, I'm confident today, and just roll with it and never go back. You can't work on it. You can't study it. You just got to just decide to be confident. So, you know, Nitro Scout, what's up? Hit that like button. Yeah, we got like 56 likes or something. So hit that like button. That would be nice. I forget to say it. Yeah, I'm praying too, Jan. Thank you. If you want to hire me doing some remote computer work or some shit, I can't do it, but you could pay me. So that would be nice. Jan works on computers. I don't know if that's a secret. I'm not going to say anything, very revealing, but I know Jan. Jan, hire me, please. Jan, hire me, please. Yeah, thank you so much. Someday we will get videos up on that channel, but she works in the medical field, and everyone, my wife does, and Tristan does, and maybe I should just work in the medical field. What the fuck? Then I'd never make another video again. President Trump, never a racist, alpha male, invited an inspection of WSP people, so lucky to have him. Wish he was prime minister. Yeah, I don't hate Trump. Absolutely not. I support a lot of the messages Trump does support. There are a few I won't get into that I don't support, but I'm mostly, as far as the issues, I'm with him. And I try not to look at Donald Trump as a personal thing, because like a personality just doesn't matter. Like people look at him, he's a little rough. He's like brutally honest at times, and people, mistake that with like being a bad person, but he's just being honest. So I don't really care if he's nice, if he's fluffy, if he's mean, if he plays the middle. I don't care. What are his policies? What does he want to do with the country? That's all I care about. So, and they want to smear that up by all these silly things, Q for you, brother. Wow, want you to see AH pay jail time. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much for that super chat, Shiva. And yeah, we all want to see, we all want to see Amber Heard get jail time. I don't think it's going to happen. But hopefully, she could get some kind of... All right, got Ruthie 4. That's pretty good. Pretty good for some, pretty good. So imagine if we could get videos on there. That would be great. No videos and 344 subs. Imagine we could get videos on there. All right, we'll try. She's gone already. People like, I'm at work, haha, then they leave. Okay. It's all good. Tristan did it to me yesterday. She stayed around. Yeah, I want to talk about Trump, politics, Biden, things like that. I'll probably start a second channel. Probably some people will check out that channel and unsubscribe here and be like, oh, I don't like your political views, so fuck you. I'm going to unsubscribe from your entertainment channel. But at some point, it doesn't matter anymore. Like, at some point, I'm going to disagree with people. And, that's the thing. Like, I always see comments and, someone saying like, you should say this, you should say that, you shouldn't say this because people don't like that. I'm like, at some fucking point, someone's going to disagree with something I'm saying and unsubscribe or dislike or whatever. So I can't change my narrative and try to navigate through agreeing with everybody. So, that's just the end of it. And I see Tristan's very good at that too. Tristan she uploads whatever she wants. Like, I'm definitely more reserved than Tristan is. She's, I think, the most, how can I say, not honest, but what's the word I'm looking for? Do what I feel. She's the most do what I feel person, I think, covering the giant. Oh, and Darth News. Her and Darth News are the two most do what I feel people covering the Depp case. So, but yeah, Sylvia, thank you so much for that super chat. It's much appreciated. And yeah, sorry I kind of started talking and skipped off it, but yeah, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I hope they throw her into the roughest outback prison they have, full of huntsmen. That probably won't happen. Let's see. Somebody asked a question here. Let's see. Somebody asked a question here. I think it was Hugh Garden asked a question. Do we still like Marilyn Manson? Yeah, I do still like Marilyn Manson. Why wouldn't I? I don't have a reason not to yet. If he gets convicted and they actually find evidence, like, if they come out and, the cops are like, we found this video on Marilyn Manson's computer from 2009, and it's his voice, and he's obviously forcing Evan Rachel Wood or, the actress from Game of Thrones to do something they don't want to do. I'd be like, yeah, I guess, that's proof. And will I not like Sweet Dreams anymore? I think I'll still like the song. I guess I wouldn't. I don't really buy music anyway, But I'd be like, all right, he's guilty, and that's that. Like, I gotta admit the truth, and that's where I'm gonna go with it. But I don't think I would hate him. I'd be like, ah. And it also depends on the nature of the video. If it's like whatchamacall, like 12 seconds, I'd be like, well, there's got to be more. It's got to be like a full context video. If they find a video or they put out a video in public that's like 15 seconds, I'm like, well, what happened before that? It might seem bad, but I need full context. Even like I'm not a fan of Joe Biden. I don't hide that. Like I just don't think he's capable of running the country. But even with that, to be fair, people have smeared Joe Biden with 10-second clips. So I'm like, well, even for the people that I don't like so much, I still want to see full context. You know what I mean? So yeah, like some of the clips I saw about Joe Biden didn't need full context, and I thought they were terrible. But some of them I was like, okay, well, I can't find more than 12 seconds of this clip, so I can't count that against him. So I think that's, pretty fair, Yeah, you can swear. I generally curse on here because, this isn't for kids. This, they have the new COPPA laws now where if it appeals to children, then you can get a fine. They haven't followed up on it very much as far as I know, but the law is still out there, so just to be careful. You see in front of videos, this is not made for children. I'm sure you guys must have seen that by now, and that's why, is that COPPA law. So, a curse. A curse. No guests. No guests. That's okay. Still chilling. Still just chilling out. I invited Zach. I invited Gary. I like Gary. He comes on. He's got that smooth voice, and he's very professional. So, I am one of the people that has come out with photos. So you're saying you've come out with photos against Marilyn Manson, basically. So here's the other thing, is that somebody sent me I released the Hitler photos. Okay, I'm not sure what that means. I'm talking about Marilyn Manson. So I'm not sure. Oh, no, against Evan. Okay. Well, if you want to send me those to my email, I'll take a look. If you want to write a statement, I'll possibly make a video about it. I can't promise, but it's a good possibility to make a video about it if you want that. I'm not sure what else I could say about that, but if you want to send me to my email a whatchamacall, little statement, like a paragraph plus the pictures, I'll make a video of it. And if I could use your face in the thumbnail, and yeah, that'd be great. I'm going to put my email in the chat one more time. And if you want to send me those pictures of Johnny Depp, that would be great. Original content is always great for us because, let's see. I'll cover things that Umbrella Guy covers, Come Geek Some. Yeah, I'll hit the main topics. But when you get an original topic, it's really good. So you guys send me whatever you got. There's got to be some. I can't just make a video of one picture with no context. But if you send me some context with what you're saying, then I could make a video. Even if it was 4 minutes or something like that. This is my email. So, all right, yeah, send me some of those. So, So, well, it's better if you get me on Twitter because I'm here. I'm like doing this live and everything, so I can't like stop right now for Twitter. But you could hit me up on Twitter right here. Hold on, I'll actually put the link in there. Anyone else who wants to follow me, I'm working up towards 2,000 subs, so that would be great. I can't find it. I'll put my Twitter handle in there. So it's Enter Hacker because entertainment was too long when I had entertainment. Enter Hacker. So yeah, you got to follow me on Twitter because I can't do it right now because I'm kind of doing this live and I want to get to chats and things like that. But yeah, please follow me on Twitter. You could DM me or whatever. And yeah, I might make a video. So we'll see. And, you know, I'm essentially, when I just heard about the Manson case, I was like pretty much like 50-50. I just did not know what to think. I hadn't thought about Manson. Then it occurred to me he was Johnny's friend. Then I found out that Evan Rachel Wood defended Amber Heard. Then Amber Heard defended her on Twitter. So now I'm kind of like 60-40. But I don't know the other women. So I'm really interested in their occupation, if they have something to gain or something to lose from, you know, coming out against Marilyn Manson. So, you know, but I wouldn't be surprised if he did it. You know, I'm not going to go full force like, no. I just don't know what happened behind closed doors. So, okay. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair too. Yeah. See, I just don't know enough. I think he's not like super famous, you know. He had a cult. He has like more of like a cult following, kind of like Radiohead or something, but he hasn't been in the mainstream in years, really. So people haven't thought about it, you know. But I don't know. I can't. You can't go by your gut feeling. I think a lot of people are going by their gut feeling with, you know, whatchamacall. Oh, I lived with him. Well, that's great. I mean, what can I say? If you live with him, that's fucking awesome. If you want to send me a statement and pictures with your permission, I'll make a video. I won't use anything you don't want. And I'll get it out there the best I can. If you want, I'll share it with some other YouTubers, but I'll make it first because, I don't know, I'm cool. And yeah, that'd be great. That would be great. Let's see. Sunny, just stop by while I can. Caught a live stream. Thank you so much. You change your picture. You change your picture. People change their pictures a lot. I can't. I can't change my picture because, I mean, I can, but if you change it all the time, you know, you want to stick to kind of like a brand. You want to be like, you know, recognizable. So, yeah, I can't, but you guys could change your pictures all the time. So yeah, that's nice. That's nice. But yeah, I really appreciate that. That makes all the difference. But yes, stopping by. Yeah, I hope this should be a good time. Should be a good time. Let's see. I want to leave that super chat up there for a little while. I don't like to click on a super chat and click right off. So, you know, I'm just going to leave it up there for a little while, take some comments, and let's see. My photo is of Edward Scissorhands tattoo, says phantasmagorical. So, yeah. Let's see. I'm trying to find that Twitter handle again. Let's see. At some point, people need to grow the F up and accept that people have different opinions and points of view and just accept that and move on. Yeah, one of the problems with cancel culture that people have been saying is there's too many young people who are making big decisions for society and it's fucking things up. Like the CEO at Facebook and Twitter, looks like they're like, I think they're, I don't know, I could look it up, but I think they're 30s. They're not 40 yet, so they're pretty young. You know? They're pretty young. Let's see. So yeah, that's another major issue, you know, because I found that age is definitely a factor in this cancel culture thing and your opinion on transgender rights and stuff like that. So I didn't even realize what a transgender was, right? Like I thought it was actually someone with like both private parts. So when I was like hearing the issues, like should a transgender be able to play on a women's sports team? I was like, I guess so. I mean, I guess if I mean, I'd still say no, but I could understand the argument or use a woman's bathroom or something. But when I found out it was just a biological man like me, I could dress up in pink and say I identify as a woman and I can go in a woman's bathroom. I'm not sure if that's legal yet, but I could play on a woman's sports team. Does anybody here agree with that? That somebody who's a biological man, no different than me, can say I identify as a woman, so therefore I can play on a sports team. Does anybody here agree with that? Anybody? Anyone in the chat? We got 84 people here. Anybody? Or does anybody agree with if, I feel like I'm a woman so I could use a woman's bathroom? Like, does anybody in this chat here subscribe to that channel agree with that? Who agrees with that? Anybody? I just can't see, I just can't see it. And Rand Paul went to Congress about this, and he's like, this is bizarre. And Ben Shapiro describes it as a mental disorder, and I think that's closer to the truth. That is. I mean, you're a man in every way, shape, and form. So it's going to ruin women's sports. Especially like people said, high school getting scholarships for college. Now, here's another reason why this connects a little bit with Amber Heard, because everything that's bad in the world comes back. I could put everything that's bad in the world that could come back to Amber Heard somehow. So let's stay on topic. So this comes back to Amber Heard because the same feminists that have been defending Amber Heard for, 4 years are silent on destroying high school women's sports by having biological men play in those sports. Now, I haven't looked this up myself. This is what I've heard from third person, but I've heard they're really silent on this issue, or they agree. What? Well, I just told you why I'm talking about this transgender stuff is because the same feminists that defended Amber Heard are now silent on this. So that means people defending Amber Heard are now exposed as fakes. So everything comes back to this, what's going on with Amber Heard and how she's been treating. So if you want to say, let's take transgender issues and connect that with how the feminist movement's been treating Amber Heard, we can, because they have exposed themselves as not actually caring about the evidence against Amber Heard, but that she's a woman. So if they spoke out against transgender rights and they were like, hey, this is strange, we don't agree with this, we'd find them more authentic, and we'd find maybe they are defending Amber Heard because they believe certain things she said is true, or they want more evidence on Johnny's side, or let's say they want a reason, So, like I just said, pretty much everything bad in the world, you could, kind of go back to how Amber Heard's being treated by these corporations and by feminists and things like that. So, yeah, I do go off topic. This isn't an Amber Heard channel, so I will go off topic and things like that. So, but a lot of it is pretty connected. Even if there's only loose connections, yeah, it's connected. So that's the reason. But I want to know my audience too. I want to know if people agree with me on certain things. Like there are certain political middles where I'm going to be like, okay, like, look, if you voted for Biden, that's great. Okay, fine. You vote for Biden. You're not political in the same way I am. That's fine. But there's certain issues like this one I'm unmovable on that I think go beyond political lines, So this is not an issue that should be, ignored by anybody, basically. Right. Okay, I get that, and that's too bad. That's too bad. That's for those people to live with. That's all I'm saying. So, take that percentage of those people and map that onto ruining high school girls' sports teams for everybody in the nation. And what's more important? You see what I'm saying? Like the argument from emotion doesn't hold up because we have to work on the majority and what's best for everybody to move on. We can't just say, well, this certain very small percentage of people doesn't feel like the right gender, so we have to ruin women's sports. That's fucked up. I mean, you can't always argue from emotion. There's a time and a place for emotional arguments. So I don't argue from emotion ever. I just really try not to. Yeah, I get that. Okay, but that doesn't mean they should be able to. Well, here's the problem. Here's the problem, Lisa. How do you know? How do you know? Wait, here's the problem. What if I'm a guy? I know I'm a man. I know what's going on. I know. Okay? And then here's the thing. I'm going to dress up in pink, and I'm going to say I'm a woman. I'm 18 years old because I want to go in the girls' locker and I want to play on the girls' sports team and I want to kick their asses. So I'm going to say I'm a woman. How are you ever going to prove I'm not? You're just giving me the right to, I don't know, go on their teams. You prove that I'm not actually in court or anywhere. You prove that I'm not a transgender. I mean, they don't go through histories, do they? They don't do some kind of background check, right? Like, oh, let's actually check if they're a transgender since they were 7 years old and make sure they really are transgender to put them on the team. Well, maybe they do. I don't know all the details, but it doesn't seem like that. It seems like someone comes out and says, hey, guys, I'm out of the closet as a transgender and I want to play in the girls' team now, and that's my right. They got to let them. So, same thing with going to prisons. There are men who switch their genders, and this is real. I've got articles about it. I don't cover it in this channel. And the men go, before they're convicted, I'm a transgender. Put me in women's prison. And it's happened. Now what? Why should anybody have the right to do that? You can't play these fucking games with society. It doesn't matter if it's rare. It happens. And you put that in a population. So if one person goes into a population of a prison saying, they identify as a woman and they're a man, well, that spoils it for the population of that prison who are women. So you can't really count like, well, that doesn't happen so much. I mean, murder in Japan doesn't happen so much. It only happens maybe 10 times a year. So should I be like, well, murder in Japan doesn't happen so much. So okay, whatever. It doesn't happen so much. That's not an argument. Sorry. There is no topic. There is no topic. The topic is Diamond Knight. Diamond Knight is a topic. Diamond Knight is such a good supporter here. But I told you the topic is Amber Heard and how the feminists are treating her. And if you watch how the feminists treat transgenders, you could tell that the feminists are not genuine and the feminists are fake with their articles and things like that. So I'm using their opinion on the transgenders to find out how they feel about Amber Heard. So it is on topic. And that's what I'm trying to fucking tell you is a lot of these things that feel like they're off topic with Amber Heard and the Virginia trial are actually on topic. And a lot of people want to think of these things as separate, but they're not. There's a social justice blanket over the United States right now, and it's smothering everything. And it's not like Amber Heard and Johnny Depp are just separate from this. Nope. They're in the States right now. It's a man versus a woman, and it's all relevant. So, anyway. Diamond Knight, what's up? Thank you so much for that. Hey, hacker, just got off my shift. I'm still down the middle about Wood and Manson situation. Okay, that's fine. I mean, I'm kind of 60-40. I would never say that he didn't do it because I honestly don't know. But at the same time, I can't say he did it because I honestly don't know. So, but given the facts that he is a potential witness for Johnny Depp, he has a video from Thanksgiving where I think the video is going to be used to show that the monster that Amber Heard kept claiming Johnny Depp is just kind of this sarcastic, witty guy that comes out once in a while and not this fucking abusive, crazy monster. And Marilyn Manson's known Johnny for 30 years. So, if anybody can, give some testimony Johnny's not a monster and be cross-examined and give detailed examples, Marilyn Manson's a great person. But if they smear Marilyn Manson, then they're better off to keep him off the stand. You know what I mean? So, yeah, Lisa, I'm not going to keep getting into it, but she mentioned unisex bathrooms. Unisex bathrooms are fine if there's a choice. There's unisex bathrooms in Japan but there's a choice to use them or not, and they also have the same, different bathrooms. See what I'm saying? So I don't think you should ever force the law to be where a man can use a woman's bathroom no matter what, right? So there can be unisex bathrooms, but it's got to be clear that that's a third option. That's all I'm going to say about that. I mean, yeah, look, once in a while, like if you really got to go really bad, once in a while you like use the opposite sex's bathroom. I'm sure it's happened once in a while, but I don't know. It's just no reason. There's just no reason to conform and change the whole society because some people kind of, think they're a different gender. There's just not a reason to fix what's, don't fix what's not broken, basically. So the system of men using separate bathrooms and women's is not, it's not a broken system. There's nothing wrong with it. Don't fix it. And there's no reason they can't go in there and use that bathroom. So, Anyway, yeah. So, yeah, I can't say much more about that, but thank you for the conversation. I think maybe you agree with it, or you're questioning it, or you're young. I mean, I don't know. No offense. How old are you? I usually hear this from younger people. I don't hear this from someone who's like 50 or 40, usually kind of young. I'll never know, but just saying. Kay, thank you so much for that super sticker. And let's check that out right now. We're an hour 11. Not bad, not bad. Got still no guests. Maybe by the end I'll take a guest, but I'm gonna chill for now because sometimes I invite people on. It gets a little sloppy. They walk around, they're not ready, so they're out. And so it depends. I don't want people to come on the channel who are just coming on for the novelty of coming on the channel. They kind of have to be ready, so that's why most of the time people with their own channels I usually invite, obviously prioritize. So let's see. Oh, it's another Keep It Up. I guess that Keep It Up one's pretty popular. Yeah, thank you so much. That is amazing. That is amazing. Got 1017 here. So, okay. Yeah, Kay, thank you so much for that super sticker. And I appreciate it. That is an amazing thing. Thank you so much. Just type in some text next time, maybe. If you got nothing to say, that's cool too. That's cool too. If you got nothing to say, I totally appreciate it. But if you want, throw in some words or something like that. Kids, I got to go. Yeah, thank you, Jan. You've been here for over an hour about, so thank you so much. What's up, Jerry? Just chilling, man. Just actually chilling. I heard the Gina Carano news is pretty big, and a lot of people have been talking about it, and I will talk about it. I just don't want to get into the context of the tweets so much in this channel. So I'm going to talk about it when I could kind of get away from the context of the tweets, which is going to there's no completely avoiding it, but, So who in the chat knows about Gina Carano, what's going on? It's pretty big news. I think most of you guys should know, So, yeah, I made one video, but I canceled it because I just got too much into the, actual content of the tweets, which I just know my audience is not really going to want to hear it in this channel because, as you know, I do slightly different content. What's up, Don? Thank you so much for that super duper golden super chat. Just a little something in support of the channel and this great community, and that helps, man. That helps shut up my wife. And you gotta get a pic, man. I see you got one on Twitter, dude. You gotta get one on YouTube, man. I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna stop until you get it. Here it is. So here we got it. If you guys think that looks better than the D right there, you guys let me know. That's Don on Twitter, but we got to get a Don on the YouTube with the penguin. Got to get Don. Just saying, man. Let me know if you got let me know if you got that, Don. And some of you got other guys too. Got to get some of you guys I see here all the time. You guys got to get pictures so I can remember better. I remember people, but it makes it a lot easier if there's a picture to go with that. You know? Yeah, dude, I didn't expect that. Everyone likes the Penguin. I thought you were gonna be like a tiger. Well, everyone calls you like the Don, like the boss of the community, because you support the Giant channels pretty good. So I thought it was gonna be like some like mob guy with the glasses and some, you know, machine gun or something. So that's all good though. It's all good, you know. So let's see. Yeah, Jerry, if you want to jump on here, man, now's a good time. I know you've asked me in the past, so if you want, I'm on like an hour and 20. I'll probably chill a little longer, half an hour or something. But if you want, then you could jump on today. Today's a good time. I haven't had you on quite a while. It's up to you, man. Let me know. I'm lazy. I'll just put the SteamYard in here. So, well, Jerry, you could tell me actually. If you want to jump on, you could chill for a little bit. Haven't talked to you in a while. Maybe we'll discuss. You know more about Gina than me, so maybe for the end of this, we'll get into Gina a little bit. So, you know, over an hour here. Let's see. I think what Diamond Knight, I'm trying to get the Diamond Knight's comment. Okay. So yeah, Don, thank you one more time, man. But your homework is to get a picture on YouTube of the penguin. Okay, man. So Diamond Knight says, I don't know the full details about Gina Carano other than she was mistreated by Lucasfilms and that she found out she was fired through the media. Yeah, that's the main point. That's the main point. And, you know, so to top it off, Gina Carano, she, whatchamacall? Just click this here. Gina Carano, like Diamond Knight said, she got fired without Lucasfilms telling her, and she found out through social media. So, you know, that's not directly Disney, but this is somebody who essentially works for Disney. So at least they told Johnny Depp, I think, right? It's like they just keep getting like lower and lower and lower, you know? Lower and lower and lower. I'll let you in a second, Jerry. Just chill out for like 2 minutes, all right? 1 minute. Because Mr. Garrick wants to know if you want to donate, there's a super chat button. You just super chat. You just super sticker or something. Or if you feel you could join the membership, it's like $2 a month. It's pretty cool. So there's just like a super chat button right there. But if you can't, that's cool too. That's cool too. Anything's appreciated. So, all right.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah, long time no see, man. How you been?
Pretty good. Hey, got my glass cleaner. Anyway, let me get that out of the way.
So, all right. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Oh, I'm Gary over at Pop Culture Minefield. Comic book artist, book cover artist, movie poster artist, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, no, I gotta say, man, you've got like some of the best artwork. Like, you got some of the best artwork, man. Thanks, thumbnails, brother. Your thumbnails are a little bit better than mine. Let's put it that way.
Actually, you know, we're getting ready to start some new stuff because I'm also working closely with my buddies, Fat Steven Seagal and
okay,
Yeti Cast, and we're going to start doing 2 streams a week along with Script Doctor, who's just one amazing dude. I mean,
I know him. I've been on a live with him once in a.
Yeah, we're friends.
Let me I'm going to show you. These are his thumbnails here. So
and we got a new Game Girl video just went out I think last night. Go check out her new unboxing. But yeah, we do a lot of celebrity interviews as well as analysis. We work closely with Mikey Sutton, one of the best scoop guys in the business.
Okay, man, we got a little problem there. And Mikey Sutton, I think a lot of people here know, and he's actually kind of connected to the Amber Heard news. I got nothing against Mikey Sutton, but
he is really a straight down the middle of the road guy. He doesn't go into either of the lanes where you and I venture. He knows my opinion on a lot of stuff.
Okay.
He respects it, but his job is he sees it with Geekosity magazine.
Back up. We got to make sure people know who we're talking about here. Moving too fast. So do you hold on. Do you guys in the chat know who Gary Sutton is? So just let me know real quick. I'm sorry, Mikey Sutton. So if you guys know, we got this covered and Bounding into Comics, and a lot of these articles that a lot of us cover about Johnny Depp, Mikey Sutton has put out numerous, rumors or unconfirmed rumors that Amber Heard will or will not be in Aquaman 2. But my issue is he's not saying anything that like I couldn't say. He has like very broad, inside information on it. And it seems like he's writing these things to kind of get people to read the articles and things. So nothing against the guy. And the guy Richmond is another guy, Richmond.
I don't like Richmond.
Okay.
He's a thief. Mikey Sutton is legit. I mean, he has far more accurate scoops than anybody. In fact, I can't even think where he's missed the mark. I can't think of anything. We got this covered as garbage. I make fun of them regularly that they have a wall full of made up little notes that they throw darts at, and that's our cover story today.
Well, they sometimes report factual things once in a while too, where there's no opinion involved.
It's also always secondhand. It's not from one of their insiders. Their insiders are not insiders. These make shit up.
Okay.
But
let me say one other thing about Mikey, because what Mikey is always predicting is like, I got an inside source. Amber Heard's not getting fired, but the assumption is she won't get fired. So he kind of reports on the assumption until we hear official word from Warner Brothers, period. She's not leaving. And he's like, I heard she's not getting fired. I heard it. I'm inside. I'm like, yeah, but dude, that's the assumption. You're reporting on the assumption is what I'm saying. If that makes sense to you.
I get what you're saying.
So like, nothing against him.
He's not guessing. I'm telling you, he is talking to people at Warner. He talks to people. He has a very close relationship with people at Sony. And that's why Keith and I deal with him so closely, because he convinced us pretty early on that he knows who he's talking to. But I shared the link down below so you can actually show his front page of Geekosity magazine.
Yeah, maybe when you leave at the end of the stream.
Okay.
I got to thank Garrick for this super chat. It's been sitting there in front of us, man. I appreciate it. $10. Ooh. Yeah, that is much appreciated, man. So
yeah, you got to support John, man. He's got a channel I love watching. Even my wife watches you. She's like, okay, we throw you on the big TV back there, and we'll watch you together. And
what does she think? Are you jealous?
No. She likes your show.
Look at that, man.
Tell him, Deanna, you like the show. What show is it? E-Hacker.
What show is it? Yeah, she knows.
She says, yes.
What show is it? Yeah, thanks a lot, man.
Who are you talking? Because I talk to a lot of people. So
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
But even Robbie the Robot loves you. See?
Oh, you still got a Robbie the Robot? I had a Robbie the Robot when I was like 6 years old, man.
I had Robbie and I had the Lost in Space robot as a kid. And both of them walking across the floor. I had this one robot that would open its chest and little red laser cannons would shoot out sparks. I was a nerd.
Right. Yeah, Garrick, thank you so much for $10. I really appreciate it, man. It makes a big difference. I want to take a few comments in the chat, but if you chat, I'll be sure to hit yours, man. So I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, brother. All right. And Jerry, one of the reasons that I wasn't as hard on Mikey Sutton was because I know he knew you. So
if you need to be, he's a big boy. He can take it. Don't worry about. It's like I'll just look at that and go, hey, that's just your opinion. It's okay. You're allowed to have your opinion.
Yeah. No, I mean, but I don't know, like, I don't exactly know your relationship and things, but at a certain point, man, it didn't stop. He
and I are friends
for like friends. Months or whatever. So, I'm pretty honest here about how media and the internet works. So at a certain point, I was like, come on, I can't take it anymore. But it was also that guy Richmond too, who was like, maybe he's copying Sutton. So I don't know what's going on, but Richmond conveniently has a link to his Patreon every time he puts up one of these rumors. So I'm like, all right.
Mikey doesn't pull that shit. Mikey.
I know. So Richmond, when I made the video, I was more so critical of Richmond. So do you guys know who Richmond is in the chat? Because we're talking about the Amber Heard Aquaman 2 news here. And there's like two guys who are basically claiming inside sources that got around the media a little bit. And one guy's Richmond, one guy's Sutton. And the guy Richmond, we don't know, or you don't know. And he's I think, a lot more sneaky or shady, you could say. So I'm not going to get into it, but we don't like him. Right. You could get into him. Yeah. You don't, it is possible opinions get out from this channel because it's a known channel in the Johnny community. But you don't have to say anything you're not comfortable saying because you're not the controversial kind of guy.
Shitty. I get, because I get upset with that Matt Jarbo because he goes after other YouTubers, and I'm like, you really shouldn't do that. It's not cool. To get your numbers and your popularity based off of negative shit you say about fellow YouTubers is just, I don't know, it's cheap. And I'm doing it right now by saying that, but the fact is, I think Matt's a good guy. I think he is. It's just he makes some bad decisions, and Mikey's close with him, and Keith and I keep our distance because he goes after people that we're close friends with. If I don't like that. I'm very much about my friends.
So let me ask you this: what does he think of Amber Heard?
Matt
what does he think of all the news?
Oh, I think that he's kind of the well, I hope Amber Heard keeps her job guy. I don't see him as a big negative.
I'm sorry, that wasn't very clear. Does he like Amber Heard? Like,
I think he does.
You think Mikey Sutton likes Amber Heard?
Not Mikey Sutton. I think Matt Jarbo does.
That's
okay. As far as Mikey Sutton goes, he's a straight down the middle of the road guy.
No, I know. Jarbo's a fucking shill. He's an ass. But
yeah, he is.
What was I going to say? Yeah. So what does Mikey Sutton think of Amber Heard?
Mikey gets it. He gets why people have issues, but the fact is he doesn't let it interfere with his job. And his job is to get information out and to not show his opinion, because he doesn't think his opinion is what matters. He thinks that the information he has is more important. So I'm trying to protect that by not really telling you what he thinks, but I will tell you,
say whatever you want, man. I don't want to like force things out. You say whatever you're comfortable saying, but
he gets it.
Okay, let me ask you this: if Mikey Sutton had a choice, who wins the Virginia trial, Depp or Heard? Who would he choose?
Personally, I think that Mikey is more like Keith and I and is a Depp fan.
Okay,
that's what I believe.
Okay,
I could be wrong, but I don't think so.
Yeah, it's a question for Jerry. So we should listen to Mike Sutton.
Yeah, go to geekositymag.com. Check him out.
Okay.
He has not missed on any of his rumors.
Okay.
And he's come out with some big stuff.
Give me an example.
Well, he predicted the Jennifer Lawrence casting.
Okay.
And for Fantastic Four. He was saying it all along. And we were saying Emily Blunt. We believed Emily Blunt might get it because of John. But look who got it. Jennifer Lawrence.
Okay. Well, I
so
mean,
Keith and I were wrong. Mikey was right.
It's a pretty. He's just making assumptions that you could make without actually having inside sources. Was my issue.
He could be, but the fact is, he backs his stuff up by having talked to people.
Yeah,
and he doesn't say anything in public unless he has talked to somebody.
I mean, inside sources are a catch-22. I know this because obviously, since I've started YouTube, you can't reveal them. But if you don't reveal them, then
people wonder.
Trusted. But the thing you need to do is you got to give details that no one else could know except the inside source. Basically, like Doomcock does a lot of inside source things, but he's got like 250,000 subscribers. So I could only imagine how many emails and letters and things like that he gets. You know what I mean? So if, these companies, I don't know how big is like We Got It Covered. Like, honestly, what do they have? Like 12 people working for them, 20 people, whatever it is. They're not huge. Like Doomcock has more resources, I think, as far as inside sources probability than these places do.
Yep. I was like reading one of the comments down there just now.
That's okay. If you want to read a comment, let me know.
No, I just I'm always curious what people are saying. So it's interesting. I'm always watching your show, and I'm usually just hiding out in the chat. And you made me a moderator, so. But I've never had to approve anybody on any of your shows. I've never have, because it's like I don't think anybody really says anything nasty that I've seen.
Yeah, no. I have a very good. I'm very
You have a good
appreciative.
audience.
Everyone's it's a very good audience. Look, these are people that we just want to see the right thing done for Johnny Depp, and Johnny Depp is, the more I get to know about him, he seems like a really great guy. And I know in our narrative for our like pop culture lineup, like the Hollywood people are not good. I think Johnny Depp's one of those exceptions. I just think I know Jeremy doesn't like him so much. Like, okay, whatever. Jeremy doesn't know like dick about him to be.
Yeah, he doesn't pay attention to it like we do.
So he just assumes. But I think Depp's one of the exceptions in Hollywood, and he's probably stuck in it. Like he made the comments about Trump. I think he was doing that just to fit in. I don't think
he's a kind of a lefty. Depp
Yeah.
is. They're distinguishing. There's blue dog Democrats, there are liberals, and then there are leftists.
Right. But there's also
I
fake
differentiate
leftists.
when I'm talking.
There's also
about
people like I think he's trying to fit in. I don't think he really means.
I think a lot of them do that.
Yeah, I think he's one of them. Is what I'm saying. So
yeah,
tell me about Keith a little bit, because I always see you, and it's always you. So what's the deal?
I make fun of him. He did a live thing with me last night with the Yeti stream, or night before last. And I make fun of him all the time because people go, "Is this Keith or Gary?" It's like, look, man, if it's on Twitter, it's usually me. Almost always.
I know. So when is it ever Keith? Like
you'll see it. He'll have his private. He doesn't log into the Twitter account. He only logs into his own. Okay. And I speak a lot for Keith, because Keith and I, despite being politically very diverse, are very the same when it comes to entertainment, the way the left has impacted entertainment in a bad way. And, and people keep, because I defend him all the time, because, they'll go like some guy threw a racial epithet at Keith the other day.
Right.
And I'm like, I shut that guy down and report him, but I don't know what happened to him because I blocked him. I don't want him on our page because he called him a racist term. And and I'm like, you don't do that, dude. That's my best friend. Keith is a liberal politically, but when it comes to Hollywood, he's very much about doing what's right, and he can't stand the bullying. And it's obvious to even really good liberals that there's bullying going on in Hollywood, and it's got to stop. And we have to all band together, all of us, you, John.
Well, I have been for the last 3 years.
Yeah, I know. I've been watching you for 3 years. We're just coming into our third season, starting in a few weeks. Tom from Midnight's Edge is our guest host for one of our 80s episodes.
Yeah,
and that's going to be the premiere.
He stopped by here, gave me a super chat.
He's a great guy.
Yeah,
I love fucking with him.
He's got to be the best guy in the community all around. I mean, really.
Yeah,
really,
I think
the best.
I talk to him and Mikey Sutton both pretty much every day. Because they're friends of mine. We talk and stuff you won't see on the air. But I love those guys, and I always bring you up. I always bring you up.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man.
When we're doing a live thing, I'll go, my buddy John over at eHacker. If you've not checked him out, go check him out because he's badass.
Well, Tom knows me. I've known Tom for a long time.
Well, Tom knows you. He goes, Tom was like, oh, yeah, John over at eHacker. Good guy, good guy.
Tom was on here not too long ago. Maybe 2 weeks ago, Tom was on here.
Yeah, and they like me because they found out that I'm in the industry. And I know people in the industry. And so they started paying attention to me because I know things. And if you know things, people tend to go, wait a minute, you're not just some dude that wants to come up through the YouTube channel. You actually have something to offer. They like my opinion on almost everything. We agree a lot on all this stuff. We disagree on some stuff.
Oh, yeah. No, I know the deal with you. I've checked out your channel, and, I know the deal with you. I'm
a dick. Keith is the nice guy with the lesson, and I'm the guy that just says stupid shit.
I don't think you're a dick. You seem kind of very diplomatic and a little careful what you say. I wouldn't. No, but,
at times
you got to work at being a dick a little bit more.
I've managed not to say the C word live. It's the one word I've not said live or on the show.
I mean, honestly, but the truth is, people who are honest get called a dick. Like, I'm just honest. I'm not a dick. I'm honest though. And I think actually Trump is pretty honest, and people sometimes mistake that for being this evil.
Well, I hated Trump
for
decades. I just couldn't stand the guy because he just came across as your typical braggadocious, loudmouth New Yorker. You're from there. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I'm from New York.
You're from New York. And it just struck me that way back in 1986. The first time I heard him talk, I'm like, I don't fucking like this guy. But then here I am. I'm like, he's the president, and all of a sudden he's pissing off the people I fucking hate.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened to me.
And I'm like, well, wait a minute, what's going on here? Because I discovered that if you piss off the people I don't like, we might become friends.
Right.
But
what's up, Riddle?
See,
Anyway,
David,
can't talk about politics too long on here.
yeah, I don't want
So,
to. It's just
let me try to take a comment. Let me try to take a relevant comment. People have been chatting, so I've been missing you guys' comments. So let me just take a compliment. What's up, Tanya and Riddle? So you guys pop in, and I see you guys comment in the channel all the time. I gotta apologize to whoever's listening. I can't get to comments as I used to. Lots of hearts, some thanks. I get them the best I can, but it's really tough. Even when videos get low views, I still get like 100 comments in there. So, let's see. I'm trying to look somewhere with factors, shame, sexual television. I was disappointed to see the shortcut with Johnny. Wish President Trump's demise. I knew invicted his innocence. Regardless, yeah, it's just no matter who's the president, it doesn't matter. Like, I wouldn't want to see someone say that about Biden. It doesn't matter. It's not something you generally say about the president, so it just wasn't a good thing to say. I'm not going to sugarcoat this. It's there's like two things in the 3 years about Johnny Depp, and the one thing Amber, I guess, somewhat has on him is that email he sent about effing her Deb course. It didn't look good. Let's admit it. And there's the one thing saying killing the president, but everybody goes off. Everybody goes too far once in a while. It has nothing to do with the abuse. So, whatever. Obviously, I didn't like that either. I can't condone that. But it doesn't change anything I think about his innocence or anything whatsoever. But yeah, like, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Yeah, I think that's what Jerry was saying.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Yeah.
Pretty much. I mean, Amber sent out a completely racist tweet and gets to walk away from it. Well, that's the thing. That's what Jerry and I are talking about, is these double standards, basically. And these double standards come from social justice warriors and lefties, not liberals. There's a difference. Lefties, not liberals. And, that's the thing Trump came out against. Trump has said, we got to get rid of cancel culture. And the new administration...
And that is the leftist side of things.
Yeah. The new administration is cancel culture. They're pretty much promoting it and condoning it. So it's ridiculous.
And, Keith, my partner, is absolutely against that leftist group that is hiding in the skirts of the Democratic Party. And he's like, get them out. We got to get them out.
Yeah, but they're infected. They're infected. It's not worth.
It's like the religious right
on that side.
It's like the religious right in the conservative groups, like with me. I'm an atheist, and I don't want some religious person telling me what's right and wrong, based off their beliefs. It's like, well, which Christian or Jewish belief are you? Yeah, maybe I'm not part of that, and so remove religion from it, please. But cancel culture, Leslie Lane is right. We all have to take a stand against cancel culture.
Yeah, well, not everyone understands what it is. Not everyone understands it, and not everyone understands that the people on top are working together on the side of cancel culture. That's what people don't understand, because like the people who hate Trump can't see that his opponents are fucking cancel culture. Yeah. They don't see it. They're like, but those are good, fair people. They're not Donald Trump. No, sorry. That's what fucking cancel. They're condoning cancel culture. If you look at what just happened to Gina Carano, that's cancel culture.
Yep.
So, Me Too is cancel culture. That's what this is all about. This is the half of, Joe Biden's cabinet is there for political identity, not for their, accomplishments in life and, where they've gotten themselves. So
exactly.
It's tough because there are some people who just aren't quite seeing that, But and it does tie to Amber Heard. People, before in this chat were like, hey, you know what? You're off topic. I'm not off topic. Amber Heard is cancel culture.
Yeah.
That's cancel culture. That's what's being condoned.
She absolutely tried to use cancel culture to cancel Depp.
Yeah,
well, not just to get some money. She was trying to wreck him to build her own career. And that makes it even worse. She was doing it to build herself up. And David K. Oh, they're having a conversation.
Hold on. Tanya says that Corey Feldman. If you want to send me that, I think you're on Twitter, Tanya. If you want to DM me, that would be helpful. Because, I'm basically at the point where I'm so busy. I have like a lot of birds, like Game of Thrones. Like, what's his face with the birds on Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
what's his name? What's his name?
Oh, I forget his name.
The guy who
Irish
signed it
actor.
off, right? He's got his like birds. I've got my birds that I've had a few people on Twitter that are telling me things. So if you send it to me on Twitter, Tanya, then I can get to it. So let's see. Yeah, I want to see Manson live. You know, another thing about all this is here's what I was thinking. Like ever since his Marilyn Manson case, like putting it aside, all I want to do is like kind of listen to Sweet Dreams and like beautiful people and things. And I'm sure
it's weird.
And if I
hate Marilyn Manson.
Hold on, let me finish my point for a second. If I liked TV shows, I'd probably want to check out Westworld. See what I'm saying? So what happens is when these people do something that blows up the media, you kind of naturally get curious about what they were doing as far as their music, their acting and things. So I don't know. There are definitely people in this who are for that and for getting things out of that by doing this. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I totally get it. Yeah, it's funny. I came into this. I mean, he did a couple of songs I liked, but I've never liked him because I saw a documentary that he was involved in the making of about himself when he first came up. And some girls, fans, let him stay at their apartment because he had no place to stay that night with one of his musicians. And he went into their bathroom and took one of the girls' toothbrush and wiped his anus with it while they were sleeping. And it's like, I just really took an immediate dislike towards him after I saw that.
Wait, who is this? Who did that?
He was involved with the making of some early documentary at the beginning of his career. And
Manson?
Manson. And so I was like, holy shit, this guy's kind of a scumbag. So I never really was a fan of his. But I liked some of his music. I just didn't like him. But I see this, and then all of a sudden I find myself going, yay, Manson, stand up, fight.
Well, here's the thing about Manson is he's does things for shock. Like, do you remember
the whole toothbrush
Jackass
thing was that, yeah.
Yeah, it's a shock thing. Did he actually do it? I don't know, but he probably put the story out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
and that's what I look back on. I started wondering, it's like, I wonder if that was just staged.
Like, I saw, Johnny's performed with him a few times, and Johnny seemed like a little uncomfortable on stage with him. Johnny's a rocker. He just wants to rock out. And Marilyn Manson wants to do that, but also put on like a show at the same time. So I think he was kind of even making Johnny uncomfortable on stage. It's
hard. I bet it's hard to make him uncomfortable.
Yeah, I think he was making.
You got to be really fucking weird to trigger him.
Like these musicians. Like what? There's another guy from. A lot of these musicians say, "Don't get me famous based on my acting name." They want to be known for their musician talents, right? So I think Johnny Depp's one of those guys. He doesn't want to make it on his acting name. He wants to make it because people think he's a good musician. So he doesn't want to go on stage and do this crazy shit. He wants to actually play and be respected for it. But Manson does the theatrics and the stuff.
Well, Nimexa or whatever that person's name is said, look at music industry kiss Alice Cooper. I can tell you, I was terrified of Alice Cooper as a kid. And I met him because my brother Steve has been playing golf with him for 40 years. Okay. And it was hard for me to even like get close to him when I was younger. And then I was like, oh, you're a really nice guy. You're nothing like your persona in that TV movie
right.
And so it's completely different. But I get what you're talking about with Kiss in particular. It was all theatrics.
Right.
They had good music, but they used theatrics to sell it. And same thing with Alice Cooper. And Alice Cooper really is just the nicest damn guy I've ever met, as far as musicians go.
Right.
Ted Nugent,
met a few musicians.
Weird dude.
I've met a few musicians myself. Probably you'd know Joan Jett, Dee Dee Ramone, Steve.
Oh yeah,
I've met them. Joan Jett was a little. I thought she was weird when I met her, because she just gave me this handshake like boom like this. I was like whoa, like she's kind of a small woman. She's like boom, came up to me like this, and I was like whoa,
I'm not surprised. She's a very physically and personally aggressive person.
She was like looking at me like this, like what's up? And I don't know. She just kind of weirded me out a little bit.
I played drums for new wave punk and all sorts of bands in the 80s, and I had a big thing in the 80s for Joan Jett. She looked dangerous, and that was exciting to me.
Yeah, no, I met her when I was about 20. So that was about 2003 or something like that. And she was with Dee Dee Ramone when I met her. And they're like, you guys want me to play something for you? And the only song I knew was Sedated off the top of my head from the Ramones song was Sedated. So, yeah, I'm not sure if I don't know how old my audience is. I don't know if everybody knows Joan Jett. I know you probably know, and like I'm sure most of you know Dee Dee Ramone, but Joan Jett had like a one-hit wonder, like I love rock and roll.
Yep.
Put another dime in the jukebox, baby. I'm sure
she had a handful of other hits, but really that was the one everybody knew her for.
Let's see. Garrick says, "Hi, hacker. That's what I was trying to say in my last comment in your video. Manson to be investigated by police over allegations. So I hope you didn't take offense." No, I don't take offense to anything really. I'm very hard to offend. Once in a while, I take offense to something, but I'm really hard to. I used to be. You get harder and harder over the years. When you read like 50 comments a day or 70 comments a day, there's going to be a couple. Somebody told me I looked like his drug dealer. I was cracking up. I was like, okay, like that's not really an insult, dude. That could have been me at some point. So yeah,
maybe that was you, John. Maybe it was.
Yeah, like
you just got to keep your cover. Yeah, Doomcock had Keith and I on because
I heard that
really Keith was like,
he had you on
why
Harvey,
am I here?
He had you on Harvey, not the main channel,
right?
Which is great. But I'm just saying.
Well, it's because I took him to the mat over some of his Blade Runner comments, and people are like, people. There's this subcult of people that know who I am because I'm the founder of the Blade Runner fan club, and I've had people walk and go, "Wait, are you the same one from Blade Zone?" And I'm like, "Yeah, that's me." And so he said something that I thought, I'm not going to say was stupid, but normally I would say was a stupid statement. And so I just kind of went at him. Mm-hmm. And, the problem with Doomcock is he dismisses you if he doesn't agree with you. And, and he doesn't take a writer's perspective to anything. He comes at things more like an actor.
I've talked to him once, by the way.
Yeah, he's a nice guy. And he was all apologetic, and that's what I'm bringing it up for. He's like, I hope you weren't offended by what I said. I went, no, man, I don't take anything personally.
I've talked to him once, and he was really nice. And
very nice.
do you know what happened in my Star Wars Mean series?
Yeah.
So when he did that, we talked about it for like, I don't know, maybe like 5 or 10 minutes or something. And I didn't bring it up because, I got on the phone. I just started talking to him about stuff. And I don't know, I guess I didn't want to like pressure him. And then at the end, he was like, okay, man. He's like, I know you called about the Star Wars thing. So I was like, okay. So he brought it up, to me. So that was cool.
Yeah, he's a very likable guy. I mean, he's another one of those, just like Kiss. It's a lot of theater,
right?
It's a lot of theater with him.
I know, man. Well, it's good theater, but he also knows his stuff. He knows his stuff. That's the thing. It's not just
except for when it comes to Blade Runner, he's full of shit.
Yeah, I don't know much about Blade Runner. I've actually never seen Blade Runner, but that's okay. He knows his Star Trek. He knows his Star Wars. He knows his general.
Yes, he does.
So because anyway, kind of off topic. I'm not sure how many people know who Doomcock is on this channel. I'm sure quite a few do, but not a lot of my audience. I would take that as a compliment. Yeah, I know which video the comment's under. It's just I can't find it because the video's only got like 3,000 views, and that's kind of still buried at this point. So, but yeah, maybe Mikey Sitton will come on here one time.
I can mention it, because I talk to him almost every day.
Yeah, let him come on. Maybe a Saturday morning would be good. Or I don't know. I'm going to take.
You're on the other side of the planet, so yeah, it's like hard to schedule.
Right. Well, Saturday morning I think is an okay time. Like unless you're like one of those people that sleeps till like noon on Saturday. I usually go on at like.
Don't make fun of me.
Yeah.
Because I work till 3 o'clock in the morning a lot.
Right.
And
right.
Artists typically their peak hours are 11 p.m. to 3 a.m. And
yeah, that's when it's quiet and you could think. And yeah, I know. Yep. I used to do that. Well, before I got married, I never went to bed early. I'd always just stay up till like 3 or 4, even just stay up the night. So
it was even worse when I was a gamer. Then I wouldn't go to bed till 5, 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, but I quit. I'm glad I quit that because it's just a waste of time. There's nothing.
Me too.
I love it. If I was like a millionaire, I'd live my life like that. But it's just can't waste the time like that. Like I'm totally out of the gaming world, like totally. I know some main things, and here and there a story comes up, but
And it's so funny. I have about 100 friends on my Facebook page. I have like 2,500 people on there, and there's about 100 people I know from gaming, and they all have these funny stories about the fucked up shit that I would say on Xbox Live to opponents just to fuck with them, and that's really where I get the whole dick thing from. Because I say mean things to people that are funny. They're funny, but they are dickish things that I say to people, and I've gotten that reputation, and I like it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to do that to you because you're a friend.
Yeah, that's
Although,
okay.
as Keith
really
will tell
care.
you, I have to make fun of you because I make fun of all my friends. And the fun thing about you is just how uncomfortable you look all the time. You always look so uncomfortable.
Well, I'm not uncomfortable at all. I don't know what you're talking
No,
about.
but you look you fidget a lot, and I think it's adorable.
I'm not uncomfortable with what I'm saying, but yeah, I'm comfortable. I'm uncomfortable because like someone could contact me at any time. Like I've got people breathing down my neck. Like my wife, my kids could get sick and come home from school. I've just there's always somebody after me. So I'm not uncomfortable with my content and what I'm saying, but yeah, I'm uncomfortable here.
Yeah, and it's funny because you always self-criticize, self-deprecate, and the fact is, I really like the way you talk, even when you forget a word that you haven't seen in a long time, and you're not sure if you're saying it correctly anymore because you've been away from the United States so long.
Yeah.
And I always giggle when you do that. It's like, yeah, you said that wrong.
Dude,
That's funny.
could you take off your geekosity for 1 second? Because I want to share some other screen for a minute. You could put it back.
Oh, I did.
Later.
That's my art.
But I can't take it down. It's preventing me from sharing what I want to share. So you just knock it off, please.
Yeah.
And I'll share. I'll share it at the end I'll let you tell about your channel at the end. But I just want to get.
Oh no, this is just about my artwork, so people know who I am.
Yeah, no, you could do whatever you want at the end. But for right now, I want to talk about this. Celebrities that can't stand Marilyn Manson. So Tanya sent me this. So thank you, Tanya. So yeah, I guess we're on Manson now. So we've devolved from Amber, but I talked about Amber for about an hour or two. Anyone can talk about Amber, but for right now I want to go over this thing. And the thing about live streams is like you can't stay on one topic for 2 hours. It just doesn't work. So anyway, let's see. Trent Reznor says he doesn't like Marilyn Manson. Do you know anything about that?
No, it's the first I've heard this. And I like Trent Reznor.
Yeah, I like his music. I don't know
weird.
about him personally at all. I don't know anything personally about Trent Reznor at all. I like quite a few Nine Inch Nails songs a lot, though. I like Hurt a lot. Hurt is an amazing song. They've got some amazing songs.
Cash's cover was the better version.
I thought that was okay. I like the original a little better. But Cash's he made a good video too. Yeah. So, okay, you don't know much about that. Okay, how about Corey Feldman? Oh, God, who gives a shit about that? Corey Feldman.
Corey.
Oh, he is a. So Corey Feldman accused Marilyn Manson of abuse after the women came out. Did you know about that?
I heard about it in a comment today on Twitter, and I'm just like, I don't really care to even look into it. It's like, he comes across as such a huckster and disingenuous.
Yeah, I know.
I just I can't take anything he says seriously anymore.
Yeah, me too. I'm like, wow, what's at first I didn't know what to make of it, because at first he came out and accused Charlie Sheen.
Yeah.
So I hadn't thought about them.
He actually was claiming Charlie Sheen raped his buddy.
I know. Don't say stuff like that. Say the R word, because
the R word. Sorry.
Stuff like that. But I haven't thought of them in 25 years. I heard that. I was like, what the fuck? These two guys from the 80s? I'm like, I don't know. You know what I mean?
Right.
But now I see he's accusing all these other people. I'm like, wait a minute. He said he got stabbed. Now he's accusing Marilyn Manson. He's accused Charlie Sheen. It's like...
It's sort of like they come out of the woodwork
man.
To, rejuvenate themselves in the public eye.
Right.
Don't forget about me.
Right. Okay, let's see who's next on the list. How long? I don't know how long. Justin Bieber. Oh God. The guy who got 13 million dislikes on his Yummy video.
Yeah.
That was a horrible song, man. You
Yeah,
know?
Feldman is totally weird.
Yeah.
And not in the good way.
Well, talking about Bieber now, Justin Bieber.
Bieber is just such a
Bieber.
weird kid.
Bieber Berber. All right. Yeah, look, even if I don't like someone's music, I can still respect it if it's good. If I understand why people like it, you know what I mean?
Right.
But he just I don't hate all his songs. Once in a while I'm like, okay, it's kind of catchy, I see why people like it. But his Yummy song that got like 13 million dislikes, that was a bomb. It was like why snacks are yummy or something. It was a bomb, man. So anyway, I don't know much about him.
He's just a pop star.
Rob Zombie clashed. Okay, you know what? Rob Zombie probably had some issues with music and ripping each other off. He probably doesn't hate him like because he thinks he's a terrible guy or whatever. I think they probably had some artistic bouts and things like that. Hold on, wait. Jerry's mic's muted for some reason.
Now, or is that a text that you came in here?
Go on with what you're doing. I'm still listening to you.
I thought I did that by mistake. Okay.
No,
okay.
My stepdaughter was messaging me.
Oh,
and I was
no, go ahead.
the
I'm sorry. I thought I did that to you by mistake. So anyway, I'm thinking like Rob Zombie, like, you know, probably doesn't hate him because he thinks he's this prick. He probably hates him or doesn't like him or whatever because of like artistic differences and ripping each other off or stolen lyrics or something like that. So I'm not going to count that one.
Yeah, it's because they were competitors with each other. Technically,
Courtney Love is a shady freak herself, man. So
don't show pictures of her. It makes me.
Yes. These aren't like legitimate, respected people. Now we're talking about. These are just like people on Manson's level. Courtney Love. She could go. I don't know.
I mean, she hates the Foo Fighters. Good God.
these are all people in the music industry who, you know, Carolyn Yee. Oh, wow. Oh, who are you? Carolyn Yee. I gotta be careful. Some kind of social justice sucker is gonna jump up and try to hit me for this live stream. I don't know who that person is. Like,
she's from the show House.
Okay. So
and she does live music on her Twitter channel and stuff.
I would guess that like she's probably not in the same sphere of hobbies and political opinions as Marilyn Manson, and I don't think they'd get together and have a great conversation anyway. I mean, this is how I look at her right now. Okay, Paul Stanley of Kiss. There's your guy.
My guess is Paul Stanley probably got called a hack by Manson, and that was his shot back at him.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So she's the one. Esmond Bianco is the one from Game of Thrones who is working with the Sun to prove her abuse against Marilyn Manson. So if she's working with the Sun to prove the abuse against Marilyn Manson, and the Sun sued Johnny, or they were in the legal bout with Johnny, who are we going to believe? And she shows a picture of a circle from her back. She says it's her back. I have a whole video on this. I've been backed up on video content because I wanted to do some streams. But Sylvia, thank you for that $2. It's I think maybe the second one tonight. So I appreciate that. Jerry, what do you think of that super chat?
That's pretty good. She wants you to accept her invite, man. Stop ignoring her.
I always accept invites.
Stop being a dick, man, and accept her invite.
I don't see it. Could you just please send it one more time? Because I don't see it, and I always accept invites.
Yeah, you've got his attention now, Sylvia. This is the time to do it.
No, I always pay attention to Sylvia. I answer almost every one of Sylvia's comments, but you got to resend it. I'm following all my members and longtime subscribers. You don't have to be a member here. You don't have to pay me, but I got to at least see you've been here for a few years and I'll follow you back. I can't follow every single person back I see commenting, but if once you're here a few months, I'm like, okay, man, yeah, I'll follow you
Yeah, I
back to
just learned
supporting.
that you can actually click, and I got to remember how I did it, that you can see everybody that follows you. And I'm like, oh,
Right.
shit, I can actually. And I started to follow a lot of them back. And I'm like, how many fucking people are following us? I can't. My wrist hurts now.
Yeah, well, I did a few unfollows because like I use this Twitter like now when I'm doing a live stream and I want to get to information from somebody who's, you know, a source of information. Like, I don't know, World Class Bullshit is on here, Midnight's Edge, you know,
Yeah,
a
Jeff
couple of
is
people
cool,
on here.
dude.
And
Jeff.
if I'm looking through all these people I'm following out of courtesy, it slows me down when I'm trying to get things done and I just can't like you know, Brian McPherson's on here. He's incredible average. He's got the best Johnny channel
I
in
like
history.
Brian. Yep, I like Brian.
He is incredible. So I just can't scroll through all these for people I'm just following back out of courtesy. It's not that I don't like people. I wish I could.
Well, there's
but
two levels of following somebody: the basic follow, and then you hit the bell, and that means you'll actually get feed into your news feed.
Nah, yeah, but I get feed
And
anyway.
I only do that with a
sometimes,
handful of
yeah.
people I want to get updates from, like you.
Right. Yeah, I usually retweet your stuff too. If you, I usually
I know.
retweet
I always
you.
see you retweeting my stuff, and it's
So
always
I
nice.
can't. I don't always have time to get into it, but I always retweet your stuff. So.
Yep. And you brought up World Class Bullshitters. Jeff is a friend of mine. We both work in the industry, and we've talked a lot. And he's the one who made me a member of the High Council. And I love that guy. He is so funny.
Yeah, he actually reached out to me at random.
That is so cool that he did that.
Yeah. So he's like, hey man, I started following you. I can't wait to check out your content. I don't think he did. I think he was just saying that, but he follows me. He reached out to me, so that was cool. I haven't bothered him since.
I'm hoping it's because I bring you up all the time.
Right.
You know, when I'm with those guys, I'm always talking about you.
Yeah. It could be. No, I appreciate it. It could be. You know, I want him to do my Star Wars series one time. I've just been so tied up. I think he'll probably send me like a 3-minute clip for it. I mean, Doomcock was the last one to do it, but I quit because Star Wars is such a mess.
Yeah, it's just nothing to celebrate right now.
Yeah, it's such a mess. When Luke came back, it was like a little bit of a...
Yeah, and then immediately, you know, KK did the firing and shit all over the fans again. It's like,
so
oh boy, you almost had us back. You almost got us.
Yeah. She was winning back a certain amount of people. You know, can you imagine if Amber Heard was in Star Wars? You know, combine the Johnny community who hates Amber Heard with the Star Wars community who hates Kathleen Kennedy, and you would have a meltdown of a lifetime. You'd have a meltdown of a lifetime.
But that is the way her brain works. She sees someone like Amber Heard as more valuable than Gina Carano.
I know.
And you've got an actual strong woman. She's a strong woman, physically, emotionally. Look at what she's done in her life. And then she gravitates instead towards these people who say strong things.
Right.
But aren't really strong people.
So yeah, Shiva, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Send me the Twitter invite one more time. I might have missed it. You know, just send it one more time. I always click those invites. So Kay, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. And yeah, I guess Kay is, and Hugh, send me those Johnny pictures, man. I'll probably use them. Write like a paragraph or 2 paragraphs I can use for a video, and send me some pictures of Johnny, and I'll make a video immediately, because that would probably be of high interest. If I had some pictures, some like homemade pictures of Johnny, that would be great, man. So send that right over, bro. Jesus, do it now. Do it now. I'm making a demand. I'm making a demand of you. All right, let me get on with this. See how much more they have. Verbal jabs.
Moby. Nobody listens to Moby. He's a fucking idiot.
Who's Moby, man? I remember he had one song.
I bet you that guy keeps fresh mother's milk in his fridge. He's Moby so fucking weird.
She's not a celebrity.
No.
She's not a celebrity. This is bullshit. Jenna Jameson. That's interesting. That's interesting.
I'm not going to say anything. I'm good.
Wait, stop. I got to confuse with Pamela Anderson.
Yeah, she's a porn star.
Right. Okay, I made a mistake. Okay.
Thank God, because I'm like, what the fuck?
Just because she's a porn star doesn't necessarily mean she doesn't have a good opinion, but not the most reliable source here. And that's it. So those people who had the problem with Marilyn Manson, I'm not very impressed with those people. Sorry, that I was meant to hit off the article. Okay. So yeah. Anyway, man, I'm on 2 hours here, so I'm gonna wrap it up soon. If you want to put your Geekosity thing, I'll check it out now for a couple minutes.
Really, no, I'm showing my stuff. This is promoting me.
Whatever you want, it's your choice.
Yeah, I'll share it real quick. It's
I don't
this
care.
is my art page that shows the artwork I do for movies, comics, and film.
All right, yeah, whatever it is, man.
Share. There it is. Including, the most recent, because this comes out in March. I did the artwork for Bruce Campbell's Running Time.
That's awesome. Yeah,
that was my first movie gig in 1997 was when the movie first came out. And then when Synapse Films bought the rights to it to put out a 4K copy of it on Blu-ray, or is it a 4K? I don't know. They're putting out a Blu-ray of it, and they asked me to return to do the artwork, and I'm like, hell yeah, I'll do that. And of course, this is my recent Captain James T. Kirk piece I painted.
Yeah, I love him. That's great.
And comics and movie posters and book covers. This is the original art I did in 1997 of Bruce.
Okay.
Pre-digital. That was all pen and ink and brush. And some more of my movie posters. This is two of my favorites right there. Shadowbound is for a buddy filmmaker of mine. And this one I did for the comic book. I did the comic art and the posters and everything for this little short film called Exorcist Academy.
And no, Jerry's a pro guy. He's a pro. His thumbnails are almost as good as mine, like I said. So, or mine are almost as good as his. I can't tell.
But that's my artwork, and it's like I've been working in the industry, comic book, film, television for 30 years.
Great.
So yeah, I'm old.
I'm kind of old too. I'm not young. So I'll put your channel in chat. Anyone wants to check it out?
Yeah, it's just Pop Culture Minefield on YouTube. Our name came from my buddy, comic book artist Graham Nolan from Batman. He co-created Bane. He gave us our name for the show. And I totally use my friends in the industry. I get them to come on the show. They like it, actually. They have fun doing it. They get to promote shit they're working on.
Hold on, let's see. I think somebody said that Leslie wants to do the stream. You could jump on right now if you want. I still got a little time. I mean, if you want to talk about...
Yeah, he's not unconscious yet.
No, it's 11 a.m. here, man. I just got to eat lunch and do some things. But
so
yeah, Gene, thank you again for that super chat, man. Second one today. That is really appreciated. So that is really appreciated, man. And I can't thank you enough. I got to have some kind of super chat bell. See, some YouTubers have like a little bell or a little clip they play. So I got to at some point get something like that, or else it's not going to be rewarding enough to super chat. So I apologize. I have no better way to thank you than just thank you, but that's amazing.
You still owe me a photograph because I'm supposed to do a drawing of you.
Oh, that's right.
I finally got a break to do it, and it's like, come on, man, give me a photo.
Okay. Well, I'll give you one. Okay, Leslie, hold on. Leslie wants to come on. All right, yeah. If you wanna, all you gotta do is click that link, and I'll let you on. So I'm gonna say about 10 minutes, 15 minutes, but yeah, I'll give you a chance, talk a little bit, and I'll kind of try to make my hair look a little nicer because
Gene likes Jack Daniels.
You just click that link. As long as you have some kind of clear setup and it's not cutting off or whatever, then yeah, I'll let you on for a little bit. Yeah, link's right there in the chat. Just click that and you'll be able to come in. Anyone can come in, but I won't let everyone, yeah. I had 5 people on like a week ago. It was a mess. Like some people were walking around, some people were cutting in and out. It was a mess. So I can't do it anymore. But if someone specific has something to say, and yeah, just click that link right there, and I'll give you a little chance. But yeah, did I put Jerry's link in there? Yeah, Jerry's in there. Jerry's in the chat. So give him a sub. Give him a sub. Here he is. That's not it. Well, anyone can see that anyway. But anyone can see that anyway. No big deal. Yeah, here's Jerry right here. So give him a sub. you know, cool guy, nice guy, as you guys could see. He's not a dick. I don't think he's a dick.
I'm a dick.
So
when you compare me to Keith, I really look like a dick because I'm a sarcastic bastard.
This guy is my friend Jerry. I think he subscribed to you when I had 1,900, something like that.
What's that?
How many subs did I have when you subscribed here?
How many subs did you have?
Yeah, when you subbed here.
Oh shit! It was over 1,000. I remember that. Where are you at now?
13,
yeah, you're at
000?
13,000. I think
Yeah.
you were actually closer to 2,000 when I started following you.
Okay. Okay.
And we're already at we're almost at 1,400 subs.
Yeah,
right
I
now.
saw. Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's
I'm not
over
we
1,000. Pretty
we
nice.
don't promote it enough. We really don't.
It's not about promotion, man. You got to watch videos people like, and people got to like you, and they got to get addicted. People aren't addicted to watching.
Well, that's
videos.
where most of
you
our
know?
stuff's been coming from. Is people catch us on the other streams, and they're like, "Oh, that guy's funny," or Keith.
Look,
Keith knows what he's
someone
talking
jumped
about.
on.
Yeah, when you subbed here.
I put him on for the hell of it.
Hey, Hacker, how you doing? Dave from the UK. I'm just saying you're doing fabulous work. Keep it doing, going, mate.
This is what happens when I put the link. We're ending. I just threw you in for the hell of it, man. I was trying to have Leslie Lane on, but I just clicked on it for the absolute hell of it.
Good on you, man. You're clearly from the Highlands.
He's gone. All right, man. If Lane's not coming on, we're gonna wrap it up. Jerry, your channel link is in there. Thank you for coming on, and thank you, Gene, once again for that super chat.
They want my channel. Hold on a second. I'll get it for them real quick. Cheapers.
No, it's I already put it in there.
I'll do it again real quick. And here you go. Finish loading. There we go. Control V, enter. There you go.
Yep. Okay, yeah, check it out. Pop Culture Minefield. And yeah, there's no membership link. There's no membership link. It just says join. There's just a join button for the channel, right? There's no link. So
yeah, I saw the join thing, and I'm looking
you.
forward to doing that actually at some point, because I believe we should support each other that way.
Yeah, I'm on a few patrons myself. I super chat people. You know, I do what I can, but yeah, whatever you could do is appreciated. Even like $2, whatever it is, it helps shut up my wife basically. But no pressure, man. No pressure. But we gotta go. We gotta go. So thank you. Let me do some thanks. I always like to go down and thank people before I go. Thank you, Ursula. Thank you, Jay Lee. Thank you, Riddle. Thank you, Cement Shoes. You've been here the whole time, man. Really appreciate it. Lou, Leslie, hit me up on Twitter. I'm on Enter Hacker. I got your handle too. Lewis, thank you so much. David K, thank you for stopping in for 2 seconds, I guess. Tammy, Shauna, Tanya, thank you so much for stopping by in the link. Hugh, hit me up with those Johnny pictures too. That would be great. And Garrick, thank you so much for the donation. And Rick, thank you so much. You guys are incredibly awesome. And Awesome Human, thank you. Eternal, Mr. Comments, I apologize. And Sylvia Lashiva, thank you. Saba, thank you so much. Tammy, thank you so much. Humility First, I apologize. Haven't gotten to your comments so much today. I apologize. I apologize. I apologize. You should never apologize unless it's for people who are actually good people and will take that with sincerity. Don't apologize to the hate mob on Twitter.
Never.
Okay. Snow Lily. Yep. Sorry, Snow. We got to go. But timing's terrible. Tiffany, I'm out.
Thanks for inviting me.